evening, guys. Today is April 30th on the Sacramento River, and I just want to appreciate you guys really quickly before I get started. All you subscribers and everybody who's liked my videos, I really appreciate you, and hope to get you guys some good information and on some more fish and bigger fish. All right, guys, so last time I've been out here, the water's actually risen a little bit because all the snow melt's going on up on the hill, Shasta. They're letting a bunch of water out right now out of Shasta Dam because of all the snow melt. So this water's pretty torn up, guys. There's a lot of debris under the water you can't see. Not much on top anymore, but there's a lot of debris underneath the water. I was gonna throw my plastic worm out here in a minute, but it looks like the water clarity is getting a little worse. So hopefully this should be the last high flow we have for this year, because the water flow also has gone up as it rose a little bit. So I would say bait fishing right now is your best bet, but I'm always going to try that worm. That worm is one of my go-to favorite, most funnest ways to catch striper, and man, it's just a blast catching them. Just want to let you guys know, don't feel discouraged if you aren't catching striper. It's pretty tough out there. The striper are really good numbers in the Sac River, but this water tore up like this, it's just super hard to catch them. So try a few different baits out there, and just try that bait fishing a lot right now until this water clears up. But the guides, they're killing it still, catching around 30 striper a day per boat. So they're here. They're definitely here. So you just got to keep trying at it and just have fun with it. That's why I call this channel Fish Therapy. It's all about therapy no matter what. Even if you're not catching fish, it's still super fun. Bam, right there, getting a bite right now. See, the pow worms are really good, but you got to make sure you hook them really good because they could just strip that worm right off that hook. So sometimes hook them a few times, or even use some magic string around them. A few wraps of magic string helps. Alright, guys, so a little bit about striper. It's really smart to go out with a strategy in mind. There's a few factors that you want to pay attention to. One is the time of day, which morning or night usually is the best because there's less activity on the water and the fish are more active. Also is the moon phase. Anywhere around a full moon is definitely going to be the best time of the month for catching any kind of fish. They're more active around that time. And also is the water tide. Even though you're not that close to the ocean, there still is a rising tide and a tide dropping. So pay attention to that also. Those are three factors to look at if you're kind of planning a fishing trip to go out and catch some striper or any fish at that, really, on the Sac River. So just pay attention to those things and it should help you catch some more fish. Alright, so here's my pow worm. So I hooked it through like a normal worm, and then this one was super long, so I just kind of wrapped her on the hook a little bit, and you want it to be dangling down somewhat like that, even if you have to wrap it around. Last week we've had some serious heat waves, record heat, and now this next coming up week here we're gonna have possibly a little bit of rain in the forecast, and the temperature is going to drop like crazy. It's a bit windy today. I think the weather change is coming in right now. Alright, guys, so the barometric pressure, or the atmosphere pressure, usually when it's falling, it brings the fish to more shallow and it makes them go on the hunt a little bit more. So if the pressures are changing a lot, like they've been, it's going to move the fish around and usually bring them up to more shallow water. Alright guys, so with this water crazy like this, rising, it's really hit and miss right now with the striper. So get out there as much as you can. The waters should be getting better and better